All right, today we're going to be taking a look at the Smolensk. A lot of people have had good things and bad things to say. I'm going to be sharing my thoughts about it and how I feel about it. So first things first is she is squishy, and I will show you what I mean, but she can't take much of a hit. All right, so you see this is before it was released, so this is a press account, but just from these 8 torpedoes, that's like more than half its health already. So, yeah, it's not invincible. You could easily beat it. It only has 27,000 health, which is low as hell. Because of that low health, you're going to have to play very carefully. You got to know when to engage so that you're not the main focus of everybody. Thankfully, she has 2 smokes. I would recommend, highly recommend, I would say, to be using Mistweaver. So you might want to have your own captain for this, but Mistweaver is a must. Another good thing is she has the best detectability range for any cruiser at her tier. But that doesn't mean you're not going to get spotted by destroyers. So if there are no destroyers left, then you're fine. But at the beginning of the match, I wouldn't count on your concealment as much. The guns are great. I love them. You get 4 turrets that have 4 barrels each, so that's 16 guns. Fire chance is 5%, which is awesome. Reload's about like 5 seconds. The AP is great for deleting destroyers, and they're pretty accurate. So that's like her best quality are her guns and setting fires. Would I recommend it? It's hard to say because I really enjoyed playing this ship, but I don't think it's worth spending all that gold. Maybe doing the sonar sweep up until you start playing for serious money, but I can't in good conscience say that it's worth it. My thought process is not that many people are going to be as careful as others while playing this ship, and you're gonna have you have paper thin armor and only 27,000 health. That's like what, 5,000 more than the Khabarovsk. So you can hurt everything, but everything can hurt you. So yeah, I think a lot of people are gonna end up being frustrated with this ship if they get it, especially spending all that money on it. Things I like about the ship though is if you let these things live, they will put out damage. Like multiple games I've hit over 100k, but right now as it sits, I only had like 17 games in it. My average damage is about 76,000. Average kills per game is 1.5, and the MVP rate is like 40%. So if you let them live, you're gonna regret it. So I definitely recommend targeting these things after you get the destroyers down. I want to point out that this Venezia has been firing AP at me when I highly recommend that he be firing SAP at me, because this thing has no armor, it's going to do more damage. Is the ship strong? Yes, it will put damage out. Is it invulnerable? Absolutely not. Everything hits it hard. BBs, smack it. Heavy cruisers, smack it. Hell, even some light cruisers, because they have more health than you, can outdamage you. And then carriers, obviously you saw in the beginning of the video, I smacked the hell out of that press account. DDs, maybe. I think it's going to depend on it and depend on the driver. I can't fully say that I recommend for people to get this ship. If you want it, you like what I've talked about and what it can do, then go for it. But if you want other options, Minotaur is a great ship that I hear plays very similar. You just can't light fires, but plays very similar to how this does. And then, the king of before this was the Rooster, setting fires. Unfortunately, I do not have those 2 ships to do a good comparison video on. I am stuck on Seattle and Neptune. But with tier 9 respawn going on right now, hopefully I can unlock the Rooster and do a comparison video later. That's gonna go ahead and do it for today. I'm just gonna let the match play out. I hope you guys are having a good day, and until next time.
Наша команда захватила точку.